Right. A very good morning, and of course, a very early morning from my end to you all, my my fellow good people of Liberia. In 2010, after living in the UK for about 7 years, I went back home, but it was on the funeral of my late father. A day after the funeral, everything, I decided to spend about at least a couple of days in Monrovia engaging with young people. And bear in mind, at that time, I was already working for my wonderful city, the city of Swansea, with the responsibility of creating an avenue to engage with young people. And the one-stop service we're providing included, but not limited to, health promotion between the ages of 11 and 25. A whole range of services were being provided for the young people. Having gained skills and knowledge from the work I was doing, when I went to Liberia, and what I told you I went for, and I had a few days there to just wrap up things. I decided to go around to engage the young people, and including people who sell sex for life or for living. During my engagement with young people, I found out that indeed there was a problem in Liberia. And that problem was there was a need for us to increase awareness raising on the prevention of sexually transmitted diseases, including HIV. Something I was already doing here in the UK, in the city of Swansea for the city, and something that we see here every day. Our kids see it on television every day. They are told every day. In the case of Liberia, even right now, if you go on the website to check, you will find out that indeed, especially HIV, the rate of infection is still not under control, but rather going up. And there are several factors. And one of those that I thought was, I think, lack of education and lack of awareness raising. And I also found out that indeed awareness raising in Liberia on this particular case, all issues surrounding sexually transmitted diseases, I only done on December 1st, which is World AIDS Day. And right after that, the authority will shut everything down until the next December 1st. And so after engaging with few young people around Monrovia, most around the county, including I went to places like Central Street, and I went to 99 Step formerly, I mean, that area has always been somewhere that people sell sex. And I engaged them one by one, whether they are concerned about sexually transmitted diseases, including HIV and AIDS. All of them said they are aware that is around, especially for those that sell sex. But they told me, well, brother, how? And one of the questions I asked them, but what are some of the precautions they take if they got a customer? They say, well, we do ask them for condoms, but they don't agree. And we also do not have the intent to ask her as well if we do have them. But because the condoms are quite expensive as well, we can't afford to buy condoms. And I was like, wow. So we do not have areas, have one-stop areas around the country where somebody can just walk in and collect some amount of condoms for them to walk out. People should buy condoms. And I knew definitely that something was wrong somewhere, and some of us need to step in. When I was leaving my country, Liberia, coming back to the UK in 2010, I was coming with the mind that personally there's a need for me to step in. Thank you. There's a need for me to step in. And so I came back, I decided to put pen, paper, idea, and ideas together. I met few people, goodwill people in this wonderful city of Swansea. And from there I was signposted from one organization to another. And I decided to form an organization called Wales Liberia Connect. That's linking Swansea and Monrovia. And from there, I sold my idea to the community, to my city, where I have to do extensive awareness raising about the organization and what I intended to do, and called on the locals as well to join in. Overwhelmingly, a huge number of people came in. And people decided to join to help. What we decided to do, first of all, in this organization, our primary objective and what we've been doing is increasing awareness raising on the prevention of HIV and AIDS. And at least for twice, I took people from here who have not even been to Africa on the management board of the organization, and we went there to work with young people using drama and theater to send a message out, a warning out to them. That in as much as you can have fun, but be careful. And since then, we've been doing the work. We've been doing our humanitarian service in Liberia and, of course, Swansea. We go to schools and talk about the issue. In 2013, when the Ebola strikes, we decided to switch to a complete humanitarian service. And in my city, I sat down and wrote email the range of organization and open appeal to the people of Swansea to help Liberia. We were able to collect nearly 2 tons of assorted items, including food, which we sent to Liberia. Thanks to the friend, a very good friend of the former Vice President of Liberia, Reverend Cockins, who was sending his donation to the Vice President at the time, a couple of containers. We talked to him. I talked to him personally, and he said, "Well, we can have a space for you to carry this stuff for you and deliver them." Since after that, every December, what I do in my city, I appeal for recycling or used items, things that are good. Every December, I am in Liberia since 2016. Go to the hospital, we identify with hospital and orphanages. People go in the supermarkets or they go in department stores and buy new clothes because we do not limit what we want. From newborn baby clothes to adults, food, items that are in good dates. So every December I am in Liberia, including this gone December as well. Orphanages and hospitals, they all have been on our list, helping them. We are thankful to many of you. But let me say a big thank you, because I left Liberia with nothing. And I acquired knowledge. I started to do something to live life. And at the same time, I said, well, what I got here is enough now that I can be able to give back to my country, Liberia. Because I want to see a Liberia that our children can grow in and have a future. Let me, first of all, exclusively extend my thanks and appreciation. Let me say on behalf of the wonderful people of Liberia, to Dr. Sue Roberts, who has been chairing this committee, this organization, since it was founded. Dr. Dave Henley, Dr. Tom Cheeseman, Mr. Perrin, Daniel Perrin, the Small World Theater, the City and County of Swansea. And let me also extend a thanks and appreciation to some good friends. Life for African Mothers, Angela Gorman, who is also doing huge in Liberia. Let me extend my thanks and appreciation to all of you that, one way or another, you identify with us, you help us, you volunteer your time with us. In Liberia, let me extend my thanks and appreciation to Madam Mama Kize Seka, Leona Follet, and the rest of the volunteers that were on the ground there helping us to do the work for the people. But they say sometimes every good thing must come to an end. Owing to the prevailing circumstances, especially in terms of accessing funding and the kind of help that we need to continue our quest. And coupled with some prevailing factors, especially back home where we have the branch, it is saddened that this morning for me to announce to you in this video that Wales Liberia Connect is shutting down, and of course with immediate effect its website is also taken down. It has not been an easy decision to make, because we are cognizant of the fact that indeed some people and a lot of people will be affected one way or another. It is saddened that perhaps this would have been the more challenging time that they needed our help. But we are pulling out. We are indeed constrained to take this decision. But there is no other alternative indeed but to rather take the decision. We will, however, put our strength and transfer them to the educational foundation of Max Kpakio. The Max Kpakio Educational Foundation will now be focused on, developed, and create the avenue that people that we'll be targeting will get the benefit that we will create. But sadly tonight, this morning, this evening, this afternoon, wherever you are, I'm here to tell you that indeed our services under this organization, as you can see the signboard behind me, has come to an end, both in Swansea, in the United Kingdom, and in Monrovia, and across Liberia. We might continue in another way, like I said, under the umbrella of the Max Kpakio Educational Foundation. We will, however, this coming December, collect, as usual, and take some items back home, food and other assorted items to be distributed amongst health centers and orphanages. And of course, indeed, that will be our last sort of humanitarian gesture, humanitarian service, identifying with the needed in Liberia under the umbrella of Wales Liberia Connect. Like I said, the decision has been hard to come up with. Sometimes in life, you have to make that robust and very difficult decision. For you that we've been identifying with, we hope we will still be around to find other organizations that we can ask you to contact, to get in touch with, that we can build a link between your institution and them, that whatever help they will be having to give you, they will offer them to you. We are able to stand as a bridge between organizations and institutions in Liberia and those in the United Kingdom. Those contacts, we are going to maintain them and we'll be able to pass them on to you, should you contact us. On this note, once again, let me extend my thanks and appreciation to the wonderful people of this great city of Swansea. We want to say thank you to the Charity Commission of the United Kingdom for all of the help you've been giving us. We want to say thank you even to the Revenue Authority of the United Kingdom. We want to say thank you. A big one to the people of Swansea. These people has been so much helpful. I will just send an email that we need items. In my house, I will have no space collecting them from one place to another, bringing things. People going in shops, buying new things, baby clothes, shoes, giving them to us to pass on. We want to say thank you very much, the people of Swansea. Let me extend my thanks to and appreciation as well to the leadership of the Union of Liberian Organizations. Of course, we did one joint project together as well. Madam Princess, with the rest of the leadership, we say thank you. Thanks. Wales Africa Community Links, thank you for your help. At the initial stage when I started, it was tough. But many of you at Wales Africa Community Links, you helped me to put my ideas together and developed them. You helped me to attend courses, to know how to run a charity, to know how to run an NGO. Thank you very much. Those skills are still with me, and because they are transferable, I will continue to use them. Thank you. To my wonderful friends, to some of you that I met, maybe for the first time or one time or so, even on the flight or so, we just met and we exchanged ideas, and since then we've been connected. Thanks. Thank you very much. So I'll say, we will, a press release we will send out to our community here, to our newspapers here in our community, in our city here. The statement, the full statement of this shutting down will also be published on my page, and some of the will share with you a reflection of some of what we've been doing by sharing some photos with you as well on social media as we shut down our organization, Wales Liberia Connect, with immediate effect. Our computer program for schools under the banner of the Max Kpakio educational program is still under review, and as soon as things are put together with proper help from Liberia, we'll ensure that we start that project, that before, maybe hopefully by next year, before some of the children can graduate from high school, they will have a basic computer knowledge. That is already in the process. Thank you very much for listening, and thanks for some of you that contributed just right now while I was talking to you. May God bless you.